Squid Game is the #1 top TV series on Netflix and worldwide. It is so popular that so many YouTubers are now making videos about this and having different games of other games on this show in their videos. If you don't know what Squid Game is, I'm about to tell you. But first, I need to warn you that this video may have spoilers, lots and lots of spoilers. So if you have not watched the show and want to watch the show, the best thing for you to do right now is to subscribe and add this video to your watch later list so you don't forget about it. Okay, so Squid Game is a drama, series, and violent TV show that is about poor people who owe a lot of money and are forced to play these 4 or 5 children's games and compete for large sums of prize money. But the catch is, if you lose a game or simply you just don't want to play, you die. That's right. There are these people who have their face covered holding guns and ready to shoot and kill anybody on the spot. That's basically the entire plot of the whole show. But now that we know what the show is about, let's dive into some facts you did not know about Squid Game. Neither did I. Squid Game is made up of 9 episodes and there's a total of 485 minutes or about 8 hours. Squid Game drew 1.91 billion minutes of viewing time for the week. That is 9 times more than the previous week that people watched the movie on Netflix. If I did my calculations correct, it's about 4 million people who have watched the series in just 1 week. Squid Game has hit the top spot in more than 90 countries, and it came out on the same day, being subtitled in 31 languages and dubbed into 13 languages, and became available in more than 190 countries on the same day. The first game's doll is a real creation you can visit. The eerie oversized doll from the first episode of the show is real and can be found in, excuse me if I'm not pronouncing this right, Jincheon County, a rural area about 3 hours north of Seoul, South Korea. The doll was reportedly borrowed for filming Squid Game and then it was returned. The doll guards the entrance of a horse carriage museum. Next fact is that the phone number in the first episode of the show was also real. Contestants had to start the game by calling an 8-digit number on mysterious business cards. Unfortunately, the phone number is real and belongs to a man who said he received about 4,000 calls a day. A South Korean presidential candidate actually offered the owner of this number to purchase the number from him. I'm not sure what happened to that, but that's the rest is history on that. The next fact about Squid Game is one of the challenges in the show is now a TikTok trend. The challenge with dalgona candy, which is a type of honeycomb toffee, has inspired TikTokers to create their own version. The candy is basically 2 simple ingredients, sugar and baking soda. But the challenge is eating around the image which is imprinted on the tree without breaking it. The director of the show told Korea Times that the production crew and I would joke about our series starting a dalgona craze, like how Netflix's Kingdom did with the Gat, a traditional Korean hat, but I'm astounded that it actually happened. Going on to the next fact about Squid Game is a machine was tugging on the other end of the rope in a tug-of-war game. One of the games was tug-of-war, and they actually had a machine pulling the end of the rope against the people, and boy were they tired at the end of that scene. The show was originally meant to be a movie, but the writer of the movie basically said he had a dilemma. He wasn't able to fit just 2 hours of all this game into a movie. He said 2 hours just wasn't enough to even cover all the games. Squid Game was actually written back in 2008, but it had a really hard time finding anyone who would accept this and put the show on their platform. However, it was difficult to attract investors and actors because 12 years ago, the type, genre, and plot of Squid Game were considered brutal and unconventional. But recently they agreed, and many said the plot was relatable and intriguing. Even Mr. Beast has decided to make his next video around Squid Game, saying on Twitter, "I'm inviting 100 random people that buy this hoodie shirt to compete in my recreation of Squid Game." He already did a Squid Game challenge on his gaming channel and has got over 21 million views at the time of this recording. Mr. Beast does try to keep his content family friendly, so I think it will be very interesting to see how he recreates the game on his main channel. The paintings on the dorm walls foreshadow the games. In the beginning, there were many beds covering the dorm walls, but as more participants died, they kept removing beds. Hidden behind the beds were different paintings and art that that show what games would be played. With only 3 participants and 3 beds remaining in episode 8, the paintings on the dorm walls became clear.